Never. Me call stay training ground. I can stay 4 months without going to the training grounds. I can stay 4 months without going to the training grounds. 2021 last season, Nyama Nkoye, I'm in Sheda Nkoye. You see, Odota near can be more top players at Jumpy. Could we do so? We players said but could we do name Mushi? 2021. I'm talking the players' names I'm going to mention are players ready for the 30. The plus 10 and in Kodano could do Sumuni Arafat Mudia because they are under 17. They were brought just to make up the numbers, but I won't hear me. But the 30 to play, the 30, now you're not 30. We brought in Awako, Ejenim Boatin, Amankwa Befi, Opoku from India, Kofi Koji, Esubonten, Suraj, Abu Ushao. Maybe if I've left something.
So you brought in what does that mean? You did the recommendation or what?
Yeah. They were registered.
Okay. At the recommendation of the coach.
No, they were registered. Awako. And players are the only one that I will say management use their sole discretion, because at that time when we FA Cup, we had only 6 to 7 days to register for Africa. I said, okay. Maybe you forgotten. We FA Cup, on a Sunday, by that Saturday midnight, the following Saturday midnight, we had to register our players for Africa. Strikers are your coach.
The only player was which player was that?
Kofi Koji.
Okay.
Suraj came in because at that time, Nyodi Esubontene way by at that time we're going to sign Kunebi Yano. That is another matter. When we will finish everything, and then Suraj was just, I don't want to use the word derogatively, like in Tuso, Sana Kolokombela by, and I say bye.
And then you restrict to the hearts of folks so that
yes,
we don't
The rest of them.
Okay.
Well,
so honorable.
Yes. No, Machamani.
Okay.
And then I've just remembered Salim. When we asked Coach Bredu about it, they say, oh yeah, he's coached him before. He knows Salim. He's a good player. He must be because Afutu made us register him for Africa. And then in the last hour to registration, he asked us to withdraw his name. So we needed a hold, and that's what we brought Salim. So overwhelming majority, anybody who tells you that it is Odote Mionabo or Akambi Lady, that is not true. Awako, you do not see any about Ejenim Boatin, Befi, Opoku from India, Abu Ushao. Also, Abu Ushao will not team in Dinda. But the point I'm trying to make is that we were working collaboratively with the head coach. So those who were saying, you register players, then we dump players on Bredu, and it is not correct, please.
So in spite of all these achievements, they are asking you to resign. And
resign as sometimes. Yes. Resign as what?
Probably as a director of the club, or the roles you are playing now.
Sometimes somebody will be sad. Accra House of Folk ETHOCCA. Togbe Apede is the executive chairman, like the way Dr. Kiki Sapo was in Kodoko some time ago. Where Aka, Ni, Nana Kwame Dankwa were not management members, but they were working in the office of Dr. Kiki Sapo. That's the same structure. Togbe Apede is the chief executive of the club. And me, Honorable Daughter and Akambi, we work in the office of the chief executive and work to his instructions and near to me, like I said, as a director, I won't resign as a director or as a board member. I was appointed. So I cannot say I'm resigning from there. If
probably the roles you are playing for the executive and that is what
that should be directed to the executive chairman.
Are you voluntary? You won't say you are stepping down.
Stepping down for what?
The rules you are playing for the executive chairman.
I say executive chairman. When you first mean that, you asked me to do it. There is sometime alone. The vision, the resources, the commitment, the sacrifices that we have moved from House of Well, now we are on the precipice. We are very close for a leapfrogging of the club. I don't see why we should just leave. I believe in the vision of the board. I believe that the board is on the right track. That is why I'm sacrificing myself. Working without any salary. I've never been paid in football.
Wow.
All this time, well, you know me. Ask Aladi Grusa when I was paying his salary.
What kind of passion is that? That's serious. They don't pay you yet you work for them.
Sometime. Coupon or ball for differently. What's it the American? I see the potential and the value that House of Folk has, and that is why I have been committed to this course. I believe in the vision and the direction of the board. Okay. We may have our challenges, but I believe in that. And when I look at what we've been able to achieve since Otuo Acheampong became the executive chairman, Sometymer, why should you just walk away from it when we are very close to finishing Pobiman, finishing our head office? The CVC alliance is working. When we are very close to making sure that, look, as Miniu Kasai, our financials are to June 2022, which even private sector people is ready when we go to AGM November, that we are going to achieve.
So this AGM thing, why has it delayed, Honorable? Because Ngofo seem to have issues with the AGM.
Yes, I mean, because let me be honest, we are looking to make sure that at the annual general meeting, we'll be able to report achievements to the club. Of course, the last 2 years,
delayed.
2020, COVID came in. Before then, normalization committee announced. So within the period, there have been times where it was really impossible to meet. We must be very honest. So, as to exactly what the issues are about me and Akambi, and okay. I want people to come. There will be power radio station. Okay. Look, Hearts of Folk now. It's, I believe, since 1911. This period is one of the
best time for Hearts of Folk.
One of the times.
Just a quick one here. You mentioned Striker's name. He has a question, so if you
he can ask a question.
Okay, Striker and Timbacho.
Honorable, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, say Bibi Aboko.
Yeah, Bibi Aboko.
Okay, may I show say no pay fact check na ONT. Bibi obi aka tools bi na we try as much as possible.
Oh, big Pacho, talk loudly a bit.
Say may I show say no pay fast check na we based on allegations I will can say amount for their toso. Then yes. Through your questions Mr. Tubusa na say strike and Pacho e dey na what is maka no Oyerepa FM afa wala Mr. Vincent Odotehu.
About the question clear. He claims say there are some no kind and correct about you. Exactly.
Oh, I've heard it a lot of times where the narrative about I don't want to have a banter with him.
No, call it for banter. What I'm only asking is
exactly on this
allegations issue. And I'm saying there are some na makantiao.
Oh, I've heard you a few times. I've heard you a few times saying that Otuo Acheampong is running a one-man show. It is only Otuo Acheampong that will take decisions about the club. Mm-hmm. I've heard you a few times say that.
And you are giving 2 instances. Also, me say Togo run a one-man show. Into where comes in Alhaji Akambi and you Odote. Say Togo air run a one-man show. Okay, if Togo air run a one-man show, who honorable Vincent Odote any Alhaji Akambi Mubamu say.
Yes, sir. Many can depend on the other board members in Yejuma. That's what I've heard you say before.
And so true was about Kawan. I will say Mumi and work at the office of the board chairman or acting as the CEO. And which means it's true because he's the executive chairman of the club. Mumi and Yejuma on the office no. You take instructions from him and we and Ejuma Oyenti. He takes decisions for the club. Yes, sir.
Who takes decisions for the club?
The executive board chairman.
No, that's not correct.
But
no, please. No, do you know that even the board can ask the executive board? The board gives direction, and the day-to-day operational management is under the operational management. The top doesn't solely take decisions for the club. Oyerepa FME, the board has given right direction. Sometymer is a sports director or sports, I don't know. He can take on the spot decision regarding the direction of the program and what to go. That is not that's completely different.
Okay, Mati,
okay, Honorable Nti, I think that you wanted to be sure, Sebi, our car Simbia Tiawa. I think it was a comment he passed about the management structure, and that is not a direct attack on your person or something. And
oh yeah, but you see, I mean, the platform that you have, people listen. So, make sure you understand it, because otherwise it gives the people the wrong signal. Because this kind of comment is part and parcel of the unnecessary negativity about the club. It's part of the root cause of what the supporters agitate about the club. A board can decide to be both executive board, where they are the board, they are the same time who manage the club. Sometimes now is a
Matthias says, so back to the stadium, would you say Martin Konfo-Mokase, what happened there was organized? What was organized?
Take praises for Omajuma Mayeno. For praises name other board members. Or Kasa time or mobile no near can be a Juma Maye through the instructions of the board chairman. I don't know be criticizing and don't accept it.
Honorable.
Yes.
Okay. You was strike a microphone here faint. His point is that House of Oak are in the best of shape. I think the credit goes to those of you who are working. But then the bucketism there, you don't seem to accept that.
The criticism must be based on facts, not on opinions, and the criticism must be well grounded. No, we don't look, Timer. Have you ever seen us reacting to media things? We are really not that we hear those criticisms, but we want to get on with the work. But the time has come when if anybody before you make out the point and criticize about something, you must have the facts. If you come out with facts that are incorrigible, that nobody can debate, we are honorable people who are accept it, and not just speculation using peculiar knowledge and then making criticisms which are unfounded. This is the point. If the person who spoke, if he has a criticism now, he should say it, and let's
okay.
If he has a
I think we've taken much of your time. My final question: do you see? Say you have indicated that you are not going to resign as a B calling for no. Because Togo has given you a job to do. You work in his office, and to the extent that he's okay with what you are doing, you continue to make sure you finish with all that you are doing. But the Siwa Stadium, no matter mom say it was organized. Do you subscribe to that?
Well, I don't have any evidence of that, although it has emerged that some people way back knew that this was something that was going to happen. And as I said, Sabato told me during the recess that they will beat me up after the match. So, but the matter is with the police, and I'm sure those that the police are going to, that they will do their job, and then it will emerge whether it was planned or whether it was not planned. I'm just concentrating on making sure that the sacrifice that we have made, the job that we are doing, the vision, and that we are carrying through, that we are getting there in terms of building the foundation. We'll continue to do it. If anybody has any specific allegation against me, Odote,
okay,
or Akambi, that we are interfering with selection, we are doing this, we are doing that, that person can bring it. If you support it with fact, we will debate it. But the chorus, because they see me and Akambi as a low-hanging target. Everything when you say Akambi and Odote, because the supporters for some reason are fixated about me and Akambi, anything which doesn't even make logic, just add Odote Akambi's name to it, and it will catch fire. We are now prepared to face all those things, because we have to work with the supporters, we have to work with stakeholders. So we have to make sure. So it is you, the stakeholders, who have a responsibility to say, hold on a second, can we investigate this? You cannot use my station to just make wild allegations. We become about a corporate structure, we become about corporate finance, about the way club is financed, about the way the Togbe uses his private company to finance. You must make sure you know Nyawoka. You know. If you don't know, go and ask a financial expert to explain those things.
Honorable, I think that Siasi has the final question. Siasi has the final question. Siasi has a question. We will continue probably after his question.
Yes.
Siasi,
yes, we can.
Yes, we will.
Yes, there's this allegation leveled against any alleged Akambi, largely our House of Folk family, say, especially coaches ever from Papich, the Japanese, and all other coaches ever and they were coach Boduso. Say, Mona Moyama Pamomo. Sansa knows what tibia, Nasa what tibia. Yeah,
that is completely false. The first time Papich came to Accra Hearts of Oak, when was this sacked? Papich was sacked in the dressing room in Kumasi Sports Stadium when Chief Feza used 9 men, Chief Feza, to beat Accra Hearts of Oak. When I was not Accra Hearts of Oak, he was sacked in the Kumasi dressing room, Kumasi Sports Stadium. When Chief Feza, we beat them. We used 9 men. June 17th, we used 9 men to beat them. That one, Coach Papich, Kenichi came to us, me, Honorable Dr. Frank Nelson, Thomas Esson, and the Alaji Akambi. That time, Togbe appointee, then Vice President of the FA, Fred Krensel, as Chief Executive. Samukai. Madam Montieri.
Yakai.
We're appointing Neil Armstrong, NCC Chairman, as Managing Director. Ofrio were appointee Gerard Ankrat, he was NCC Secretary, or one of the NCC executives. All this were from the supporters. Then the people were clamoring for the oath, so the strategy committee was put in place. Myself, Alaji Akambi, Frank Nelson, and Thomas Esson. Kenichi, that's why the father at that time there were issues, came to us with a letter, said Okoye refresher course. In Tiyemanu, leave of absence, no Okoye ne course, no mra. Yen share our offices. Sema will be said, yen TV down. Yen ma unfair at Jumanin tour, won't call at that time and coming back. No, we say no, please. Wait till the end of the season. I'll say on to me in train, but on Mrs. Asemna slots, and said, also coaches, I think they have time that they do their courses. On to me, so he will offer to resign. So he resigned. After now call Happy FM, because can say, yeah, this is the truth about Kenichi. We brought Frank Notal. You were kind of Frank Notal by, you know. There was a proper committee evaluating. He was second. The first one was a Nigerian coach with a very huge name. He failed us. Frank Notal came. I left for Parliament. I wasn't there. I was there when a board meeting was called and something was brought that he was selling players. That was how Frank Notal left. And yeah, meaning Akambi. I'm giving you facts. If anybody has anything different, Yasema American Umbra. And then Kim Grant came. I was not there when Kim Grant. I was in Parliament. I was not there when Kim Grant left. And then Odum was promoted. Odum came as an Aurora's coach, so he was promoted. When we got to a certain day, he was asked to go back. Then we brought Costa Papich, the second coming of Costa Papich. At that time, 2020 December, just before the elections, and then I went to one board meeting, and the team, they are not happy with the way the team will work. So I said, no, Papich worked very well with the team, 2009. Let's bring him back. He was a good coach because at that time, we are not won the league since then. Since 2009, Papich didn't finish the season with Hearts of Oak, but it was clear that the work that he did as one as so he came. He came back. When he came, we also everything was doing well. Then one day we were playing a match. We played, I believe, against Legon Cities, and we lost. I think when he came, he won 4 or 5 games. Then we started losing. So before many multi-presidential, a lot many, top football people told, no, but there's something wrong with your team. I said, we don't understand. So here, and me call people say, Papich, what is it? He told me, honorable. The players are playing against me. I said, what do you mean? He said, yeah, the players are sabotaging him. I said, oh, wow. So I went to Saman. Saman, this is what the coach said. Initially, Saman told me, yeah, because he has brought a new winning bonus structure where the number of minutes you play. Then I said, no, let me speak to the senior players. When I spoke to the senior players, they told me why they are not happy with Costa Papich. So what Costa Papich told me was the truth. That, they told me, I don't want to tell you what they told me. That was why, if you recall, at the press conference of Papich, the captain came to speak. They said he was doing favoritism. He has brought SP men who was managing players to come and do this thing. We begged Costa Papich. We begged him. I took him to Dr. Nyao's private property house because Nyao has been an ambassador to Serbia before. We pleaded with him, don't worry. We'll convince the players to play for you. Costa, don't worry. We'll convince the players to play for you. He said no. He was adamant that he would go. He said, look, if you let me go, there's something in football called shock therapy. You will start winning matches. It's happening to me in Amazulu. I know the players have decided not to let me win matches. In the end, a board meeting was called where everybody was present, including Elvis Herman Hesse, Frank Nelson, Thomas Esso, Justice Ivy Heward Mills, Dr. Nyawo Tamaklo, myself, Alaji Togbia. All of us were there. And then we questioned Costa Papich. They asked him, everybody was asked to make sure they ask every question to clarify their mind, all of them. Then in the end, Papich tenders his resignation. He submitted it in front of the whole board.
Okay.
Not knowing he had already signed, I'm sure you all knew that the day he left Ghana, the following day he was outdoors as a technical advisor or head coach to a team. Samukai.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the reality.
Okay.
Papich left.
So I think, Honorable, let's talk about Boadu finally, and then
yes,
because Boadu
Papich
is the immediate pass. Yeah.
Papich left. We put Nino in charge for 4 matches. Then we started at the meeting that Papich left. The NCC chairman insisted that we mustn't go for a foreign coach. We must bring a local coach. So the board resolved on the proposition by Mr. Herman Hesse that we have to bring a local coach. So we started others. Before then, others, when they asked, so if Papich is gone, what are we going to do? Some people on the board suggested Talat Uzun, some people other places, everything. By the end, the NCC chairman said, no, we have to bring a local coach. We agreed and started zooming a local coach. That was how come someone made a recommendation, and I contacted Bwedu, and we brought in Bwedu, Coach Bwedu. When he came in 2 seasons ago, he came in, the second half of the season when we even played 2 matches, we won well. The last season, things were not going too well. At the end of the season, he submitted his report why he thinks things are not going too well. He submitted a technical report telling us why things are not going too well. We work well with him during the pre-off season. We work very well with him to make sure that whatever he wanted, every player that he said we should bring, who was willing to come, we made sure we got him. Every player that he wanted, who was willing to come, we made sure we got him. Everything, for example, the FA told us that they will not allow our assistant coach, a coach without license A, to be assistant coach. We discussed that with Wedu. We asked him to bring 3 coaches who have license A. So we and him would 3 coaches that he can work with any of them. Then we and him will sit there and pick one. In the end, that couldn't materialize. He said he preferred Hamza. I said, no problem. Let's do a special dispensation. So even the reasons for maintaining Hamza was the draft document was brought by Wedu. So we made a special dispensation for him, for Hamza, so that that's what Wedu said he preferred to work with. And then we did it. In the end, results didn't go our way. 15 away matches, we won 1 match. Sunday was the first time we won a match in 10 matches. Before Wedu left, we had played 8 league matches. In the end, the board decided. When I say the board decided, 1, Toby Afede called Frank Nelson. Before even he told me about Wedu's case, spoke to him. He called Mr. Thomas Esso, spoke to him. He called Dr. Nyahu Tamaku. He called Alhaji Akambi. Then he called me. That this is the decision that, based on the private conversations now with all these board members, he thinks that Wedu must leave. And he called Wedu to his office without any of us. But based on the discussions now with all of us privately, he decided to tell Wedu that we think that the things are not working, so we must part ways. This is how come Wedu. It has nothing to do with me or Dote, and I can be sitting somewhere and then sucking could. What? That is all. These are things that when people bring to your media, you must let them know, even with circumstantial, but what you are saying is not correct.
Honorable, I think we've had enough. What church and assembly be brief?
Oh, are you sure you've had enough?
At least for now. Okay. Probably later we will continue. And yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for your time this morning. So
it's always a pleasure to speak to you. Our biggest mistake sometimes is that it has taken us too long to be able to interact properly with the media, interact properly with the supporters, for them to know exactly what is going on, so that if there are any place where we are not doing things right, but as to whether this group of people who are managing House of Folk now are retrogressing House of Folk, I disagree 100%. It is not correct. We have put House of Folk in a position now where we are attractive to other interests, where we pay the highest salary for players, where the player remuneration, player welfare is at its best. Now, unless we train on our own pitches.
Okay, Honorable. Yeah, that's it. Honorable Vincent. Now, back here. Now, I'm trying to say, Kofi, Akwaba. It's been a while. I'm saying since Thursday in Shire. Yeah. You were in Accra, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just said no, now by do it. Yeah. Okay, at least we have enough time. Yeah, the bedding come on. And so first time we had a panel of 5. Meaning say Harry a gate crash at there, but at least me who in the video and Odi Honorable Vincent also Dote Achi. And I now call baby whether it was coincidental, I don't know. We saw show Liverpool shirt be no dear tree.
And I'm not Kwaku dimension.
I couldn't account for quite things. Okay, but there are interesting comments here. Let's see a kind of okay. Until you ever banner, you ready a month for okay. Obi, I think we have enough time. This is Sabato, yeah. Odote is saying something which is a lie. Please let me clarify myself. Sabato, and I'm saying, yeah, Jim Commodore, yes, sir. And you ever me earlier on said, Ubia Frena catcher and said, Odote say, no be catch Odote say, and confess on Babuno. And that's on Babuno, on Bessie and Carmen. But say Odote and Casa, make catch and say no. Odote, he didn't say that. See, everything or Sabato Nakano Hanra say, or catch Odote say. Semwa nyere mo ho na.
Yes.
Just
like we wrote to repeat it.
Okay.
But
let me it's about to Yebeba also, but Ade Kwabene say please, the energy god is back from Accra. Okru players Osresa I'm say I can appose as hello energy god PR is market. Hey. Michael Usweke said the NC chairman of Azovo should stop behaving as if the team is for him. What is their contribution to the team? You should just keep mute. They should start contributing financially to the club and stop the noise. What contribute does CNC give to the team finance? Kwame and Marco said, watching the show live from Ashton. Schiffman said, congrats to Benzema for making Real Madrid proud yesterday. And today we want to remain here for. There is too much danger in Hasbrook. Where is Barfor? The danger man. The reforming agency and now Mr. Bako, danger. Fabulous, still positive, negative away. Pedro, I say good morning once again. Odi Fritano, so Crespo Fufu say Ballon d'Or, Duchum George Kwesi, good morning, Sam. It's penalty out of Barcelona games, okay. Prince Young said, please, I personally write this letter to the HR department of Repair for salary deduction from Mr. Kofi Ricky for not coming to work yesterday. And if he doesn't come to work today too, it will attract some special without pay until the GPL resumes and should tell us why has it didn't qualify and also render apology to the Heart supporters for giving them hope. Watching from Accra, Uswakoje. Blessed assurance that Toby appreciate the work of Odote. The rest of the supporters' claims are noise. Odote will not resign today or tomorrow. Jem features a please. You don't have a club. The team is for Togo, so please, you can support the team if you can. It's only Togo who can ask them to resign. Okay. Anson Joyce, Odote resign, or Tom. Sylvester Buedias, I like the posture of striker. Richard Ajima, remember, striker is just fantastic. Jem Features, a striker always says something about the structure of management. Kwesi is a good question to our fans. What have they done? They work for the executive board chairman on his instructions. Anson Joyce asked him when he's going to resign. Wahab Abdu said, thank you, striker. Today I'll buy you lunch. Daniel O. Method, please, the chamber, please. And please, again, interview football people and not criminals. Meaning who is referring to as criminals. If it's Odote, then that's unfortunate. Nana Abuatin, striker, relax. Why? Could see you so pissed off, but relax, okay? We ain't gonna say heart issues again. Let them fight themselves. We wouldn't care. Blessed assurance, I'm not a supporter of Asovo, but you guys can't accuse them unjustifiably. Any small thing, then you want to call for the sack of management. You same supporters too don't contribute a dime to the success of these clubs too. Odote, don't resign. Ismail Apia, MC Apietus. Okay, MC Apietus, please. It's okay with Honorable. He has nothing good to offer again. Let us listen to your panelists. Okay, on and on and on. And I'm for also. But I think this is a summary of what is going on. You young corner on this house issue, kakra na for you. Zach, maintain can be fine. Okay. All right.
No, maybe I had but and I was one of the days I managed and Yami had much now talk about it on Benzema Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
I managed that bakupa and account and make the reason why I managed that.
Okay.
Mr. Elvis was a former board member of Accra Azofu.
Yes.
Okay. Elvis, the chairman of Azofu supporters, registered supporters. Yeah. Because he said the chapters and they are registered, or the registrar general. In Tunisia, you can support a school beer by Ghana constitution, by the laws of the country. You recognize Woma the chapters of Accra Azofu. When you force Bomo Chichi, you ask the catcher says, then Chime, were in it. And somehow, Yamfan will be a Canabontino, and where be Naevisoka. He was just part of the board. But Yamfano Cranton chain. Meaning, baby, and some maybe honorable Vicenzo or do what here there. But Ubia what team will repair from when it comes to house issue. Imagine one area for a long period, the structure of the club. Me I know me how. And Makano has say, board chairman feel say, Odote Akambi, who are and they are closer to him. And we 2 years or more qualify for the position of the CEO. One also Munomunya. Said the Beya, about the structure of the club. 2. On so many occasions, in my resi, the shareholder structure of Hazofolk or Fiazi. and I am a concern because board chairman or Tihone Honorable Vicenzo Odote Alaji Akambi Frank Nelson the lawyer yeah he would most the war Stanbic Bank offense Thomas whilst Omoko occupy directorship position in the House of Fugno, they will not be there forever. Senyankupo ama club ne the betiness it is a club ne cause a situation ma oma that members of funny supporters no it makasa about structures say House of Fugno as a football club to say for the history of the club has never akufu team papa na our team no Jojo Duncan our free a Solpon Bankran our betty team no or team no ni pa du baako it has as a football club from time I team no 1911 bepem ne enye team aye baako for it is abrand ko ebeka some shareholders of the club has equal problem bi mu at a certain point na sika krom be yidi ato players na ye den reason ni say ekwa mo fa so run club ne say club ni pesika ni afraid directors and management members hello Sometymer a pesi okoto player o fesikabra na discover we say because of how the club was being formed tisana ye dia ha sa be si sabra afraid o mu decide so mo be flow to shares na sikaba club na nye sika dia hwe no has a flow to shares ni mzoto ye woni pan bia obu o ha club ne da na koma so obekwa akoto shares ni bi obu obekọ for business purpose ebikwa no nya has ni but the moment ye dey to stock exchange say amount for musika mechemu no because House of Focus a football club are turning into a business entity or the nisika bekwa akoshem no one say mfaso betimi abaso na nisika no dey achemu no that wetimi anya so mfaso a even investment so wo yere wo ma e wo abusuan to his family that etimeme ha onyina ne say for the last 3-4 years and makanwa ha say yentimi nya a football club what shareholders yes yenko AGM mandatory AGM mandatory annual general meeting share honorable dote kasawa ho cancel about company law chere ne say team flow to shares and a company flow to shares AGM you to share da sana company law ka chere no share enyoma togo ye wo has efe and menya sure say eko AGM obi be sore say onte ase but the biggest problem is Otuo within this period here Kenya enyoma bebre na ekoso club nim the shareholders of the club ebi kwa na bibi wo han committee aka so ade we yenye ni sei yenye we say club ne kwa ni busia eni ska na busia na mokopa ene yenyina ebi a yen contribute biem anase ebi a yen ko ha ne yen kope busia but see yes anyoma ni nyina asi nchen the future of the club any one problem mu me that is my worry obi anu obeka say has office omusi enyoma mu ye no pobi man enye ena menya sure say has akọ AGM a obi beti atena go say other na football club ugosi training grounds other na football club ugosi secretariat but ekwan e be fa so aye na that has been my problem and no na me expect honorable Vicenzo Odote I also nim company law say based on the knowledge about company
no so na see onim
so no na eka ono na eka kire say AGM mandatory and national mandatory look at the excuse he's giving look at the excuse he's giving
something to report
say it's 5 years now old
COVID ne
odi ewunya time ne Mr. Bekwin ma omo de there company CB ne wa yi anu ne sa anyoma no
you can even go and tell them your plans
yes but say kwata there it's not done anywhere me that is my problem ene Otuo how ye CEO ne beko ye CEO ne beko me na sa anyoma we okay when kotoko issues by I was against mekano say me against individual financing a football club. Oh yes, Otuo at a certain point say individual name put structure in place. Club ne betimi generate sika ma no hwahwe no ho a oni ho the club will suffer. Etine if Togo is no more there, House of Folk will suffer. Because one level in the Sikadia team no. By put structures in place, club debate me generate Sikadia man. That should be no anywhere. The club will still be in existence. Me problem no. It is a way na meka. No above and so what do taste one tiasia there. Now a few say so mun GM na very good there. Then or no as a director of the football club. What really House of Folk, it has supported a question on how they are running the club. He's right.
Okay, my Govi Mrebi, Nyan Komra, Yanko Siba. Govi. Tell on country. Oh, yeah. You need 5 minutes be a Saba back, yeah.
Yet me akwabandeɛ is a gift of life here priceless adeɛ sika to be nto nkwa
okay
Gerard aduna so koba na sa de patch na so tenkoma na just wedding fi apem titwera no kraka se da ko fi apem ndako na te legend ye tia se de na Gerard bebrebe see enoma isisi ni nyina no in the first place my 110 say club on a big club
yeah
7 predators and club bia enenya asante kotoko ne House of Folk omulusu a nyesi me ba jate say bia koda everybody goes to bed bia koda ma bia normal because enye house enye kotoko be house ne kotoko say na esi. So what is happening now is an indication of the level of the club, the magnitude of club no bia ba House of Folk no. And that's the more reason why Sanoma win pop it back because a House of Folk won't qualify to the next stage of Confederation Cup. So it's a big problem. That's the level of the club. See, Honorable Vincent Odo Tesoa, Mr. Elijah can be, Board of Directors of Accra House of Folk, the board chairman, Togba Fede, Dr. Nyaho Tamakulu. Reason why your supporters in Ekasani they have to understand they also mutiasi. Media BBC wa class sports stadium bia simenim. Virtually BBC bia because Honorable Vincent Odo Tesoa any Elvis sa big men for instance kakra bi na ho sa big men penifon sa stance in echire wa na memete.
Ntina VIP o.
Me VIP me to machi pe.
I don't know to me unya otra.
Mpacha say
you don't know unya VIP otra.
Oh na nya ibia. Okay ibia say me kwatra ten say Kobe Jones mo and a lead delegation me no be chairman. Na me top wo yen Samia J Dombote yen nyina na igu onti BBS bia no we all witnessed whatever happened or whatever transpired. Nye te nyina na legend. Game no babe and the first 45 minutes no. Supporters no start so mulusu hope. Say first 45 minutes omunya 4 goals. Ah o man timi anya even a single goal there. E be den so betimi adan a qualify. Enti e ho na bufo ne start say den eba. Enti they started speaking. Enti omo mu gina Vincent Odo Teso wa achi no. E na kasa. Say decisions omo making before set team ne be come first trip. Ewo ode say Bamako Mali sad decision no enene e de club na ba bedru baby omugiran
decision to sack
the coach and say uko deep into the issue. They are not so much concerned about Bodu sacking. They are concerned about who replaces Bodu. Me ba try say now let me give you the story. O say before say me catch you say bibi koso World Trade Center. Meeting be course between the board chairman of Accra House of Folk, Togba Fede, Mr. Vincent, Elijah Kambi, then Dr. Nyaho Tamakulu. Some meeting a course no. This is it. Board chairman called them. It was Saturday. Omo ye okula appointment on Sunday meboa. Okula appointment say mekaya ba Sunday meboa. Before say House of Folk be call first trip no. Anu munyenya coach no. Enom call World Trade Center. Board chairman and first time meeting, all these big men they were around. Nipa nine we eno mushia. And the board chairman bisa almost say, you have convinced me to sack Bodu.
But although the account need different.
Me pa say
na account on the sacking of Bodu no. And just say enyom na convincing or say the board chairman who started making the calls.
Making no me information me when I'm
just
so board chairman from no say you've convinced me say we need a new direction in terms of your technical team and that Bodu has to move on. Fine, mama me A B C D. Why I was a coach near the echo. It is understandable that the coach leaves. Fine, but the point is that you were less than 5 days to make preparation for African campaign. Mama ya sake Bodu no. Coach Ben more present than this is what I know.
Okay.
They've given him reason A, B, C. Say Bodu has to move on for a new technical entity. Okay, first time before say Beko game, first time on Vincent conversation. Okay, so omo new technical structure be. Okay, or my time be.
That was on the
some message on the board chairman said they need a new technical direction, and that Bodu has to move on. The board chairman says fine, based on the reasons you have given, you have moved Bodu on. But one neighbor, as at that time, no more sad discussion. No, who said House of Folk has settled on Ninoy. Said Ninoy and the belly. Not knowing, sir, as at that time, the periphone anymore. Not knowing, sir, Ninoy does not have the requisite certificate to lead the club. It has some American story now, man. As at that time, Ninoy didn't have say. They've called Ninoy into that particular meeting. Dr. Nyauta Makroshe Ninoy nim. Obi Fred Dr. Nyauta Makro Busa and Sama Kofiri Ketra or Oyerepa Kanameboa. Dr. Nyauta Makro pointed to Ninoy and said, Ninoy, you have misled me. Because we knew you had certificate to lead the House of Folk. Because the board chairman has asked there, Mopamu Bodu, who replaces Bodu? Then because Nyauta Makro Mudi Omujidi Akose Ninoy, later no mu push you say Ninoy any certificate no. The message I'm telling you on authority say, Asama Dr. Nyauta Makro Kate Ninoy said, Ninoy, you have misleading me. We stuck Bodu because we thought you could lead the fort of House of Folk. And then Ninoy turn and who was to see or pastor say. Ninoy any certificate.
Asama go few guys serious.
Ninoy any certificate.
So nobody verified.
They didn't verify to know the status of Ninoy. Ninoy any certificate. Mama katro ayi jibo. Papa na papa ya ode blaster chief for years. UCC ya papa Professor Minta. Professor Minta na coaching license no so mo na empany for no mo hwesa no.
Oh, technical director.
Somebody should call Professor Minta. The number of course Ninoy mail to Professor Minta.
Say.
Okono home.
Say so.
Well, how they can resolve the issue for it to ombetime the baby. Me ba cho 10 years.
Say jibo so wo hwe mu o fo bi adwuma wo fa no na verify certificate.
Yeah.
And that's so we have to print we be print bi abro. Bounce Honorable Vincent Odote the latter okay say you know you sued the same certificate. They bought 4 matches including the one against Koto.
I say Madam Fubi when you school fees no year exams. Omo be check school fees na omo buy na omo print any ba na ni din so. Nti se ni din so a based on work o dem e ba o. Last semester ya true exams na ni din boso na school fees akoye mi no. Near Pamoni free. See the first one dodge back on
just said the amount of GDA won say the same certificate he had used it previously at the above 4 games. So the tendency for you to believe so will be no.
Say first one now the buy no. 1 House of Folk as a football club they didn't check. 2 the FA made a mistake
by allowing it.
Yes.
Anyway.
So legend Ninoy need certificate. Ninoy we need license certificate or need the coaching House of Foot to Africa. We need that no. But Dr. Nyauta Makro has been convinced. Vincent Honorable has been convinced. Alaji Omunim say Ninoy.
Okay.
Et is a numero. See message ni. And a boy chama catch on with say. Who say me catch on say discussion now cause there has been an element of some Obodu. I'm a catch say element in there and I'm catch say fan to because me focus a game na just a book game ni bi.
To watch me catch
say they have not been able to give me a replacement. Nino na mo dey buy any license to take the club to Africa. It is by Monday or Monday after 5 p.m. So Monday drew not any alternative to lead the club to Africa. I'll be forced to record some Obodu.
Which suggests to me say no support it.
No.
Bodu sacking.
No.
Papa.
No.
And the Maka Matias here there.
No. Let me give you the picture. I said why. Na what the Obiakoma director. Other Akoma director. One my director, a lot of reasons why a new person may also unifree a company. Director, the one shut that bet when HR programs they be there and also okay at but when say me kwadia, then you have to replace him equally. But what you mean replacing in there and the nipa no call nipa no call. I don't have any option than to recall him. Okay. And it's Saturday that this meeting I make on WhatsApp. It's Saturday, Sunday 5 p.m. and I take the announcement of Oklu. Oklu. Because non-mandatory day now butcher man they are to on a Monday. I dare so Monday. I'm a butcher myself from say someone to replace it. What do they are? Then I have to record the man. And the management of House of Folk and our board members, Dr. Nyahota Makulu, within that time of Saturday to Monday, there was some people. So the coming of Okluno, it was a panic decision. I'm telling you today. You can describe based on the narratives now. Now they needed somebody who has that requirement or certificate to the coach. So eventually, it was Okluba. And it's all the frustration, the anxiety, the anger, whatever you can describe it. Some no man supporters and they it's as a result of their inability to do proper replacement of Samuel Bodu. Not Samuel Bodu per se, just indeed they have strong affection. But the point is that Samuel Bodu Tama Oklo Bedruye, Oklo Club and Ekwa Tamo Kodruye. You are talking about this.
Oklo say
Tamo Kodruye, Tamo Ben Team no. But me catch say me club way. Is so much dear to my heart beyond measure. My love and affection for this club is beyond measure. And it's a club where Africa can pay. I put all issues behind me. I focus on the club. Okay. And until I'm free, I go do Friday. Everyone will probably my every 2 hours. Inspecting the project at Pobimai.
We will look at the inspection of the project. Back at what you saw. Now we have video kakra.
Mamenda House of Folk mpeni for us.
Could be my bad. Mebaho. Maobi unyanom kakra. We will come back to you now. For some reasons, me jampo siasia kozakito. Siasia sredo. Zach, yeah, nko na we are mabasi siasia. Mintimi. I won't condone and detain laughter. Too much laughter. Zach, so see me brother ko hariho.
Oh, you see, a lot of
Kofi Mamo upon clarify beyond measure. And I'm saying it's not the only club at your love for a club beyond measure. I'm saying you do same for other clubs.
No, the House of Folk especially. Because some culture say
no matter say.
The first day or first week I can feed baby out. Yeah. And I'm culture say me sis one I mean no.
Kofi Matias.
Oh, Mammy Chem Kakra, just 30 seconds. Oh, 30 seconds. House of Folk and left Champions League Mammy de Menu here. This same club and left Confederation Cup Mammy de Menu here. This same club and left Super Cup Mammy de. So all the 3 continental trophies in our Ghanaian clubs are participating in Africa. I'm Mimi de Menu here and House of Folk. Sa club, me Jama Sa club and perform. So whoever there, yeah, to me no one you are the decision makers. Yeah, the microphone we. Wow, be Yama your actions and inactions. Every the club House of Folk out of me. You know what be.
Okay, Zach.
So you see, a lot of inner crisis.
On whose part?
On honorable.
Okay.
One
inner crisis.
Say what one of those things that he thinks until my Juma and say House of Folk were seeded. And you know, Yambo Abaso. They were not seated because of House of Folk like everyone more into the city or more. They were seated because you check on this cap or no. Ghana, a friend is saying, what's the name? Ranking. At that time, no. One of my teams now, come into converted cap on. Yes, you know. Not Ghana in terms of ranking, I was one years into no Ghanaian team. You are seated. It's not because of say what club no. And I quite identity ACD. You are being seated because Ghana slot no. As at that time. Clubs are near one of them, no ranking a was na Ghana account in the ACD, the Ghanaian club in Confederation Cup. Kotoko were not seated because some places at time teams are no more no. Now our countries do our Ghana. Okay, you understand? If we work achievement one it means that so you are not being truthful to
and you're truthful. That's his understanding of the situation. And this a one also okay, truthful. The answer was said that a chantro. But what I say, me would say me crown and Matthias ye. And I'm just saying, Tiasiano, watch them. That's why we are here. You analyze using the coefficient.
The country.
I understand, but look at the truth for. We watch them. We watch them.
The last time I club on House of
How many years in here?
By 2019.
There's a kid who can say. A modern more, previous modern more, enemy. It's hard to. If it is hard to focus,
how many matches will
Mammy extended on you. Say hard to focus. The all can say or say a year achievement of their management. If you are a house of bad or no management. So that's why
let me explain it better. The coefficient is not for only coefficient, no. You have a match Champions League and Confederations Cup. Say two different. Ghana ranking in Africa, both Champions League and Confederations Cup. Umadi money they are ranking. It's Ghana money now. My boy from Titinyani are ranking embassy ne. Ewa Africa. It's as I'll give you an example. Kotoko only see there because Ghana ranking as at that time na ranking
compared to other countries.
Compared to other countries, you know. No more Champions League. No Kotoko Ghana ranking no me.
Matthias, I'm just.
It's has more in Confederations Cup. See, I come back. What Ghana last in the
my only challenge was truthful, no. Or maybe just watch him. When I do na ya TSB. Ben said the one no different no one can create. To us.
Now, how to focus a team? You see, today. When the last week I was no concerned about in some about and I can say they are on the management board. I want on the CEO. And our fat and confirm no juma.
I see they work on the office.
No office.
The office.
No office. Now,
what's the difference between the executive chairman and the CEO? My understanding of this kind of organ and now the crew. But I say at house of one do baby not Vincent. Honorable because CEO. I was surprised. I think you're an executive board chairman. Who combine the role of a board and like a day-to-day leader of the group. You are not the CEO. The CEO reports to a board.
Yes.
What's the difference? If you are executive chairman, you don't report to any board. But if you are CEO, you report to a board. Until now the crow, but they keep confusing the two. So
today, maybe I have to one thing that some who have supporters no so agitated. And I make no trouble for say. To do whether they like it or not. The house of folk that they used to know, no, and yeah, house of folk, the house of folk that they used to know, now, all inclusive, will be our say, no. It's not the house of folk today.
I didn't know.
Today, they have a majority shareholder who virtually club no abandoned the answer.
No, but
based on
Zach, wait here. Mr. Football, the structure of football clubs are not like that. Clubs in Europe, Manchester United go for you. But the supporters have a say.
You
see, you're there in terms of the business aspect of it.
That's it, yeah.
But football club there, what do you say? Because no man go to stadium.
Now you see, no
all the clubs you see in England, then go for you.
So we make it United example. How many times United supporters and I try to. One can encanina.
Demonstration.
I make your own demonstration. Me say how many times now? On my a demonstration. You are not understanding my point.
The whole can be now.
You are not understanding my point. What is all this noise for?
No, one mananga.
Mama can say you are not understanding my point. I'm surprised. Don't tell me point. I'm me say they are doing, but guys didn't view. They are say there. They are doing my own view. But can in now. I know you get for the now. Like I almost what I see here, but now the direction have changed at United. That's what I'm saying. Before, so you bet my idea, baby. But the issue is that today, Usain Kane, Tamnana, Harisa Common Co, Selena Hasitiano. The next is what they see here, you know. Nanka, be like you could see some reaction. But today, the board chairman, based on the powers that he has.
They all can work.
Because today he has the power to do things on Sunday. You know, you understand? It's a nice point. Though you are supporters, what the team net but maybe a team air direction aircon. Yeah, you need to say the direction, yes, to be and yet the best. What I would try to make an example of say the last 2 years. Say, wow, parameter now the year AEDR. But also the last 1 year, you are not the most successful club in Ghana. But say, wow, why you set to your anchor parameter? Now, that's the ones you want to the message, no, our person will suit your agenda. The last 2 years, but also around the last 1 year, they are not the most successful club in the country. You understand? Because the supporters, no. How the folk compare for when you know because there are people that are working for the boy chairman too. So the he's one of the closest guys are obeying the boy chairman. If I didn't see a doctor Obia money, you understand? I didn't see a doctor there Obia money. Because one person are very vocal in terms of decision making or number one.
Obia is not involved in the day-to-day running. No. What I say? The down you see Odote, you see Akambi executing decisions. So those decisions that they executing, no. As president Fee said, those two people no are not doing the best for the club. And to be named how you just I do say Elvis was averting go for mind say my Odote any Akambi target. The asama is go can there's no munye. So why are you not looking at the target, which is the executive board chairman? No, you see, you can target the board chairman, but the issue is that there are issues. For example, now you call Bamakoi. What are the concerns that some of the players are raising? When they were sharing a fencing, the per diem, or the board chairman Bamako. Issue will be a same. Obi could be a 300, Obi could be a 200. And that's a decision by the board. They only execute.
How can it be the decision? You're too quick, Mali. They are sharing per diem. Obi the 300, Obi the 200, and a bochama. How?
So to me, Vapen got it is the way you like.
Say, Omuna, you took one of Munya, Obi different.
Hey, Jimmy Caesar, when is a decision about actually a TA say, Obi Adini Bianco? It is not from us. It is from a decision.
Salary is different.
I mean, salary. The other things I am moving.
You know, I never quite. Where dear, no do shame because to quite only teams to quite power. Per diem. Says where dear 200, where dear 300. How? So these are all issues. A woman who led the team to Mali. Near both say when you win the team to go. Then okay. The opposition belong to you.
So my only animal cabin. We've not helped you. Mean count the number of messages. I go be papa be friend or see a friend no. Usia apostle new man and you go okay. Transfer no be okay. Or per contact but na me need the permission to give to him.
Yeah, they know okay.
Okay, but for brom na siasia me mame ho.
Tama interesting. Na me the House of Folk three-way challenge. Na sa three-way challenge na House of Folk won. Say I want me and scale over this three-way challenge na House of Folk success. And ye obi besu moja kra ebe chance na ba. One at the supporters front. They say House of Folk three-way challenge. So three-way challenge no. So House and me and scale over it. And me and put normal on the right path. And ye obi besu moja kra House of Folk success is there. I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Success.
Somebody choke the kind of successes and go for especially at the international stage, you know. I don't see it happening anytime soon. But which is the biggest? The politics in House of Folk.
Which is everywhere.
But this one is dirty. Because it comes so much from within to the extent that there are people within, even the board, who were happy for what happened on Sunday.
Says no.
And Tina make us say, Sebane Sanua, say Tama, Wadaruma, any demo.
I said, you baby.
But you take see a child who did to question my program when will not end.
But the politics bit of it is everywhere.
I'm not.
Omukoye meeting. There were different reports of different people. So these things are normal.
Did it inure to the benefit of Kotoko? No.
I'm saying that the Heart of Oak situation is so strange.
No, I'm not saying it's strange. Until I say there's a three-way challenge. It is there. Politics is there. Baby, I second higher politics. Politics for baby. Even sports department politics for one. But say, dirty to the point that baby, I'm not for any pie.
Oh, damn, so.
Tama. Tama. Tama say what Jimmy di. Tama say what Jimmy di.
But we can't substantiate this anywhere.
It's
an allegation to the House of Oak board. Else I say board no be kuno.
Tama so whoever he that the caps fit, that he comes and come and wear it beautifully. Other than that, come on,
Mr. Untie di enyewe. But I can draw attention. Says so be no be kuno die.
That is what I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
That is what I'm telling you. That is the point of the politics in House of Oak. That is the
4 hours in the audio.
So now when him timer, you see.
So be no be kuno.
This Akambi Odotai. Tama, I've said it to you before. Me say a personal vendetta being pursued by some people. Nothing more, nothing less. Empty. Hey. And I'm challenging anybody. Those people who push this agenda. That Akambi Odotai thing. Me say a personal vendetta. Can't be specific, but they could be bad. You can't. Challenge them to street proof and they can't prove it. Hey. Look, maybe a question. I don't tell you when I don't take a you or say and go for say on only can be the selection for coaches. Now he challenged or say for 4 months can be on coach training. It is crazy. And it will be the craziest thing ever done by anybody. Uncle training us 4 months. No, for player we go. Now coaching is also
the M1 cry is not the tangent, but me who say my link. But people have said things about other people within boards near there. You seem to believe them.
Tama,
what him say? What you almost simply did? What's it? You see, the canon of
turning out to be neutral.
Good question.
So far,
good question.
Maybe so far, you know, can be turning out to be true or not. The back could not swear I can be turning out to be true or not.
So it's
the zeal, the desire, that vim would win. I think for you.
If you have not had interview with your daughter, I will not have gone the way I'm going. Because I'm at catch up. I
hope you will be consistent with this position for as long as we live in this.
I am on top. Natama, you know me. When I'm on top of an issue, I will be consistent and I will do it with the passion that you know. I'm challenging anybody.
I think I will not be fair. Yes, I can be me, but because I want to be fair. Yes, I can say. What only put
me now? Number one daughter start interview no. Okay, bibi was say obi ka asemo. At least somebody should give something of an evidential value. Something of some empirical evidence.
That's where you have no mango for my evidential value, but what believe you?
Me, I only me actually over these years. Some can't. Now don't tell them to provide evidence. People are alleging. Those people must provide evidence. The first time I'm hearing this.
Let's establish something. Anytime
you are not provide evidence.
Anytime, what may anytime will be alleged, it's up to him to prove because you have not held that position.
Sir.
Yeah, then someone will go first to have the car will say, we'll be making a no.
Tama.
Timmy say, yeah, now, baby, I did
Fatuho.
Okay.
Fatuho.
It's a good one.
Me say,
I'm a hacker.
Some in your case, because I'm too so. I will
not be cast them to be so.
And also because I'm too so. It's because on the person or cast my 2 Paconos.
And now I did toast.
I know I did toast.
That's nice.
I know how
18th October.
I bought it.
Okay.
But it.
And a proper pen drive.
Because you see, and medical culture. If you don't have, you see, what you probably are not getting is there's a difference between bringing an evidence of an allegation against you and speaking to a matter. And Timbacho don't misconstrue the two. No, me person be bow now. O pen drive ni adwuma. Say the better than soon now for pen drive now. Now dey adwuma ye. There's a difference between speaking to a smarter.
Me challenges, but I don't have challenges with understanding what people say.
No. I know you do.
Also, so me say.
No, I know you do, but
the Harry that I've known over the years. Obi to make asem to obi so. Na umma nipa kro ni nya opportunity so be yi na no. But now we inviting nipa kro say o me yi na no ya ka asem ato no so.
You see,
in this case,
any evidence bra anya pe o.
There be the crow.
There be no. See, I
will not be fair if I do that. That's like my mom. Examples of Wakunya and one time Wakunya. So, they said, I'll see what she say. Also, be no.
Tama, me say, some make us me say, there's a difference between Asama Bani. I say, okay, about Harry wording. So, why ABCD? Harry, come and speak to the matter.
And there
is a difference between
no.
Harry is being challenged for evidence.
You are not the Asamo to on my evidence, be until you are no way.
See, Tama, Pastor,
I know any evidence, no.
There be Tama Pacho Timmy.
Whether you are no the evidence.
Pacho Timmy, Pacho,
you be Becassin, I'm
not talking about evidence.
Flow, no.
There be Tama, because the import of me message,
what on a yard, you need to know.
The import of message, no money. Me say,
no position your
come on. No, consistent. Just as you are not allowing. Me say, so obi can some. I defer. Me make my use of Sacramento. No, my can't get on so. Obi Sacramento. Harry say, why you say. Sacramento, like I said, me no worry. Harry, as soon as Sacramento na yen, also no worry to evidence, bra. That's what I'm talking about. That two are not the same.
Na answer na okubusa no the evidence about.
Dabi on set you. You are simple on obi kan
no go busa na ide. O dabi kan on for evidence ma ada na za go busa.
Dabi Tama. I'm just still so I'm saying that me can say Senka until I start to say when we do time kasa can not go this way because one now he has thrown the gauntlet to the people must respond now we can some say no doctor yes selection achina we say ya my matches our yes selection players or you so say okay say for more
this is consistent with Harry.
Don't come and just speculate and I dare don't tell your selection and I dare come selection when you don't tell us anything.
I like today.
When you don't tell us anything, that's what I'm talking about.
Tuesday.
Because you can't say don't tell your selection you are nanya. Because we want to believe say we are not in conform can you correct. And if you wait, don't tell your catch say say conform can you no correct. So if you not focus on
the time is fast approaching. But then I'll try to kakra with the odemami meet my use ni.
There be 2 minutes per so okra wakasa na.
Oh, me na makasa how they say listen so much. Omuti nti be time kasa no mbetse. Ana we so na makofa fidie no
for evidence bra.
The little town hey because
Bavo what demanding for evidence.
Me describe honorable doctor interview here no. Me describe honorable doctor interview now here no say the time I may use the man say clear the air. I did not say Alex Ferguson tell you be. Also clear the air. So these two gentlemen I suffer a lot. Our time when we decided to say on the offer dedicated service to Accra House of Folk. These two gentlemen, Honorable Vincent Sowadote and Alaji Akambi, so I suffer so much. They don't deserve to suffer that way. They don't. Because yetimi kwa kan ko yesa ahwa se sika kura no empanifo yi edi sika. But the good thing so and let me hear attention pa. The good thing is that Honorable Vincent so don't say or no say. So to say onyi sika o House of Folk. Onyi salary. So the juma awoye no oye na no de ma House of Folk. Wachire ekwan ya so to coach sa omo koye e ba ya ye de ato won so say omo na meyi coach si adidu wachire kwan coach ti na ha no e koye na wachire kwan bebrebe whoever and I throw this to the world everybody out here this interview whoever
to gauntlet
yes whoever
the gauntlet
I was to make captains yes and make us say so also anything control to them so don't take care no you to omra o meka no radio you so every ne ekwa enum at least Kofi has given us
something also different. Which
oh my God, no
Gofi. Oh, you go visit.
I respect it. Say, okay, some of you know. Now more a lot, Zakito.
Hey,
let's say more can I come to my cabio? Because Okorezi has some say as a tana say yes, yeah, put it on bar not what cannot say achievement that. And see, una go fast na be chechim. Una go fast kai kwacha ma obi. Ah, men kan wasam. Na wasam kan men kan wasam. Ba wasam men kan say. Papa na say ma waka no. Say we say we are honest enough. And I'm looking for honesty. People who are honest enough. They think say and some of them can because we thought they attack this man unjustifiably reason I'm the attacking or attack him
now when they determine honesty to be honest
and when tim so to and wakasa ha obi em na make no na make us be say every someone has say house of folk support that say omo pe ese ko AGM for 5 years or 4 years yanko ya me so to omo kasa say me I will stand on this radio and defend them. It is all right.
Okay.
But to talk about Kumasi supporters, only your bootlickers. NCC chairman, where's American? Kumasi supporters are bootlickers because okay, you can use that adjective.
Some of them.
Yeah. Maybe I'm qualified. Because they only did to Bechi. Nobody will invest it. Our team. And your mom, we not who crowd with Nachita Evis, Herman Hessian, when you were said,
Martino Martino Martino.
I don't know what kind of all this kind of
you know, passing your drone and make catch up, Piazza says, see idea, and praying. Ukushia man fanya nkwada san se Ghana for the stamp na team so and your system is strong ya de bia entimi emfa enhwe from se see ya make say the ofra mo pa be from na for catch us ampa post ne do no and my system no is strong 0246 2084 96 0246 2084 96 Udu Hospital Square Junction Dunkers Popular ebi ho no mo Quick Credit and Investment Micro Credit Limited etiawa je number is CA fra ya mabosi asumdwe da ho enye ntokwa enye ibia no bia so eniri ewo internet so 0596 920-833 0596-920-833 Opese wonya pomdem na ko one touch emabiem dia de minim eye faith homeopathic clinic uduru ahenema kokobia ya de ne yemfa de chronic ni nyina tise stroke fibroid diabetes pressure ulcer asthma etesu ani so ye bete edi amount wukọ takrade anaji police station 0246 728 675 0246 728 675 from CCA high sense was it today 20th year and I say 18th and for me no pa no be edi atum wobetum anase 28th of November ni nyina ne se beto flat screen kase pa phone no sesa no ni nyina so no sound system no sesa no ye ka promo na to ya tusu si ahwi eno nti channel so omo and the only electronic company official sponsor for FIFA World Cup high sense everyday prices for everyday people ni nyina mo no natural company limited was yentra ho ema prostrate no high eno nti momodem nya pros life capsules unya bia sa problem ni nyina so oju so ntentem emu hihihwo eba hihihihye ni nyina no betwa yeah kokole na keba dani heba kuma setena tekeba kenswok PK Gomela Laji Muhammad nimdie heba kazi answer watakrade wasaba unique heba watakobogo so 0249 017101 kwakwa mo no Unisem cement identify nyina no amama gu ahome ni nyina ne se wotua kakra bi pe na onya bebre atete bo no so market no so bo da form de concrete block style plastering kama great race and de ba ya ye ko santaso about Unity Filling Station 0273 664-441 0273-664-441 boss.
Me da say CID Inspector Linda Kusi Ampofo at Acheampong Police Station. Will I listen to your show all the time with my commander and crime officer? Great to Acheampong for. We thank you. Grovo, as I said, the Abano no do be na or say you are especially do be na team say why you very busy, very busy. Obese utobibi obese unyane mabi ba ya na wadaje no eni ho enti say dia ban say obe download the global app tienie so nya global app ni bia e say the ope bia obenya so obese order aduane groceries pharmacy product and anything else you want just go to the global app and it will be delivered within minutes but call a Play Store home. And 10 times so download the global app and one. It's get better. This will next start in Tino. And here so be just go there and then have things done. Okay, Busumi from Rural Bank. One more. I see one more cow say old Tafuma 4 branch no ho. Asafo market. But you sang number on 2 as you went so I am at the same mind. And in me current account so microfinance loan. The Opebia. Busumi from Wesika Sam dia. One behama. Your number no 0548 533050. 0548 533050 0244 0244563412. Bosome from Rural Bank. First tika se nyina akoda omo. Bibia be kama dia man bacho. SS4 na mabafie no. Eno na amanfo busa se eya mpa. Eya no kre. Unimo obi a wo ye SHS graduate. Owie school nche wa bafie. Me pa cho boa no. De obetimi aboa no nyina ne se akwanya bia bo obetimi akwa amanane akosua de. Study abroad programs for SHS leavers. Men no obi abro. Abrochire school de ubuza kofiriki unya kwa ebema akwa yi. Okudru America, Canada, Norway, China na brabo esesano no. Entino woni mo bia wawi SHS a otifie zesie ya. One first flight consult for actually kwan. Ubenya scholarship de akosua de medicine, pharmacy, nursing, engineering, business. Ni nyina no ticket and reservation. Ombe ni nyina de amount. Na be register for the IELTS and SAT exams. Who we pe na just all ya qualify for sponsorship scholarship. Bantuma High Street opposite Beige Bank e ho no mo. Na number ni nie 0543 869359 0543 869359 0502 738046 na bibia aye kama Crystal Snow open suato no Crystal Snow natural mineral water produced under hygienic condition very pure and it comes with quality taste. It comes in a very attractive package. Shesha Crystal Rose natural mineral water nibi na depo ni main location no Dampon Asante Achim na Oko Kumasi depo eno opposite Kwasi upon SHS. Okay, Nkoko so one more opposite the post office. Jasu Depot, Y Junction opposite NDC office. Crystal Snow number no 024-157-5189. Nebi bia gogovi. Wofa usu donko. The messages no buy. Na I say I don't really know how success is measured in Odote's wireless estimation. His misplaced accusation against Striker shows how selective he is and all. Also don't go. But Osama Wakwaba, Kofi, for coming back. Me what messages said 360. But he ain't me canning in her. Was he yesterday on Angels for Sandra said Bodu has apologized to Coach Oklu, Yakubu Odoma. Okay, no. And I'll say Gavi and Barcelona and Batrano pay. I'm not reading messages on any foreign stuff. My name is Atta Emmanuel, popular known as Nana Kwaku, Timer Junior, inside Sunyani Dreamford. Congrats to Benzema and all that. That's why I say. We also say, good morning. Odote Akami, all these guys' name, that means that they are the same. We don't need them. And has CK from Tema. Oh, Kofi Ricky! Kofi! Oh. Okay, now Ricky. Eso abedan crofo mo bo anama ne kon kran ase ba Kofi akwa me. Okay, was it tell your panel member to stop talking if you don't have anything to say about Vincent Odote issue. All right, Kofi ama abo premuno na atono no. Tie de besia. Ade maami nya akọ pressure o mo de be ma weto ama crofo nyina adwane. Okay, maami nya akọ ne so about the kase bo breye. Ye besia 330 pepepe e highway sports. All right, good afternoon.
Oyerepa FM muni ede kaseba we na muni we are singing nebramo mutio wano on sabio munya sona muntie